This is Did They Game It? Episode 1, Home Improvement for the Super Nintendo. If you're new to the show, which I'm gonna bet all of you are since this is the first episode, Did They Game It is where we look back at video games that were based on things like movies, TV shows, pop culture, and see how close they were to their source material. Today I have with me my friend Sean, and we will discuss Home Improvement and the show. Sean,
how's it going? I did. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. Big fan of Home Improvement.
And I picked the right person. I didn't do any research and actually ask him if he ever watched the show, but he did.
Yeah. Growing up, watched a lot of Home Improvement. That was definitely one of those weekly tune-ins and find out what was going to happen next. So probably know too much about Home Improvement actually.
I think I only watched it when I would get home from school when they would have it on like at 4 or 5. Mostly what I remember from the show is I remember the first episode. I remember when the one kid went goth.
Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
The youngest son.
Yeah, and then the cancer episode.
Who can forget that one?
Yeah, those are about the only two.
No Bob Vila?
Yeah, I remember his enemy was Bob Vila. I remember who's the kid with the dumb rat tail haircut?
Was that Brad?
Is that the older one?
I think so. He always had he had the worst hair of the group.
Yeah.
He had a mullet and then the half shaved thing.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, whatever the hell that was.
Yeah.
So that's all I remember from it. Really didn't strike me too much when I was younger.
Something happened to that guy, that actor. Something bad happened to him.
Oh yeah.
I think he got in trouble. Legal trouble.
I saw the cop video of it.
Yeah.
Where he was in the back seat. Also, he was in a Thor movie.
He was in one of the Fast and Furious movies too.
Well, this was one of those red box Thor movies. When the real Thor movie came out, he was on the red box
Thor,
where somebody might make a mistake. Grandma will rent that for kids, and then you just.
It's not the porn version, but it's not the actual version either.
The acting's probably about the same.
Probably. Oh man!
But yeah, that's about it. I didn't know that it started in the 91. I thought that show was later.
I didn't either. It definitely was had that early to mid 90s run though, kind of into the late 90s. I didn't realize it ended in 99. I thought that was a little too long for it.
So you and the family would gather around and watch it?
Yeah, we would. It was definitely the family show for whatever reason. I guess it was kind of sort of wholesome. It wasn't too... I was young growing up, so it was you could watch this, Sean.
Was that your go-to one out of those family sitcoms?
Yeah, but then they also let me watch Seinfeld, so I don't know,
I think for the family sitcom, I think I like Family Matters the most.
Yeah, no, I did like Family Matters and Full House and those ones, but I don't know. Fresh Prince. I'm a child of the 90s.
For some reason, I felt too old for Full House. I was a more mature boy, so I liked Urkel.
There you go.
Him going to space and stuff. That was more grounded for me.
Yeah. Yeah, twins. 3 dudes raising kids. Come on, that's far-fetched.
Well, yeah, that they could afford that home in the Bay Area. I don't know what they were paying Bob Saget, but the other two were...
He had that morning show with, Uncle Jesse's wife.
Rebecca Donaldson. See, I remember Full House. I don't remember Home Improvement.
We should do a Full House. Well, did they make a game?
I think they had it on the Tiger Electronic.
Oh, okay.
Those little ones.
Nice.
So you never played this game when you were a kid?
No, I never had. Well, I had a Nintendo, but I only had Duck Hunt and Mario on it, and then a monster truck game because I was really into monster trucks, and then that was it. Didn't have too many games. Didn't get my next console until regular PlayStation. So
I didn't even know this was a game until 2019. I bought it on eBay.
Well, that's kind of funny because the show always had the intro while it was going through the credits, and it looked like a video game, right? There was the graphics and everything, and you had the kids jumping over the table saws and stuff, and it was that'd be kind of cool if it was a game as a kid. I remember being that would be awesome, and then playing the game and it's like, this is actually not awesome. So I don't know.
Yeah, because I figured I would have seen it someplace to rent or something when I was younger.
Right.
I don't remember
Blockbuster.
anything about this. I just got lucky on eBay because it was in a lot of games. And
You bought a box of games and it was one of them?
I bought like 4 games. I think they came out to like $12 each. And then that one was in it, which I didn't know this is actually worth money now. Not like a lot, but
Right. Still a
if
little
I
bit.
pay like $12 for it, I think it goes for $80 now or something like that.
That's honestly, that's like
More than it deserves.
that's like $70 more than I thought it would be worth.
I actually was surprised. I liked it.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean,
you played it.
I played it. I'm just like, it is a challenging game, and I'm not good with challenging games.
You have to commit.
Yeah, that's probably why I never had a video game console until Sony later on.
No, I gave up on this one several times. I just tried to play it again for this, and it took a lot.
I remember the first time we did play it, and it was like, what is this? What are the controls? Like, there's no instructions. There's nothing. Even looking on the internet, there's like nothing.
Actually,
Yeah.
once the novelty wears off, I didn't think it was a bad game,
Okay.
like play-wise, but it gets so repetitive because I think I didn't beat it. I just got halfway through it. I think there's only 4 or 5 worlds, and each world has 5 levels, but they're like almost exactly the same.
They're all fighting dinosaurs.
Well, you fight dinosaurs, then Egyptians, then monsters.
Wait, why is he fighting Egyptians?
I assume,
Dinosaurs I get, monsters okay, but like...
well, because this is all at the studio, so I assume they were making an Egyptian movie. There's not even
They're not even mummies, huh?
No, there was just like scorpions and shit. Yeah, there wasn't even a mummy in it.
So he goes from Jurassic Park to the mummy.
The main villain was a mummy.
Oh, okay.
Because at the...
That checks.
Yeah, on level 5 of each one, you fight like the boss. And yeah, that was the only mummy in it. But yeah, other than it being repetitive, I actually enjoyed it until I didn't. Like last night I tried to finish it, and I got the most lives that I had and the furthest, and then I just shut it off. I was done.
You can only go so far.
Yeah, I think I tried to play it like probably 12 different times. And then the main thing is that I like is the feeling of it, where I gotta play it like the old game.
Okay.
Because I'm playing it on the Super Nintendo system. So you can't save, you have to restart all the way from the beginning when you die.
Nice.
So I had to restart it about 5 times.
Get the full game experience. Nothing... All stock here. No modern upgrades, no modern comforts of gaming. Just playing it old school.
Yeah, because you only get a few continues. It restarts you at the beginning of the world until you're out of continues. And I got to the final boss of the Egyptian world, and I had no nuts or bolts left. Those are like basically your rings, like Sonic. And I had none of those left. I had no lives left. And I was actually like starting to get the shakes because I had spent so much time on this. And I was like, no, I'm not going to die here. I'm not going to die here. And I beat it, and it's like, I don't get that accomplishment anymore from new games.
Right.
Because if I die, I go back 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one, I don't want to waste another hour just to try to get back here.
That is fair, yeah. Those are experiences that you don't really, you don't get those feelings for anymore.
So we played the game, and then for the episode, because we're not going to rewatch the whole series for this, we watched...
That would be insane. How much Tool Time can we watch?
We watched the classic special episode, The Longest Day. Where, which kid was that? Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Good old JTT.
What's his character's name?
Randy. Brad, Randy, and Mark. Very weird names for your children.
I should have asked you about their names because I didn't do any research. I didn't even research you if you ever even watched the show.
I didn't either. I just accumulated this knowledge. I'm recalling it from past viewings, from weekly watchings of Home Improvement from my childhood.
They think Randy could have cancer, and comedy ensues.
I guess.
And I was shocked that they didn't kill Randy and give him cancer. Isn't that the ending you expected?
I mean, probably not, but it would have been a turn. Who knows? Maybe could have gotten him an Emmy.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about in this episode, other than the fact that I was just thinking, did any viewers think that they were gonna give Randy cancer?
Yeah, really, huh? I probably did as a kid because it was like, I'm a kid. So you're like, I guess, yeah, that's possible. What if they did? I didn't know enough about the TV biz and everything to be like, yeah, they're not going to do that because this is a comedy show and they just don't go that heavy. Nowadays, they probably would, though.
Well, yeah, now. I always spoiled it for myself when I watched stuff like that because I just knew they're not going to do that.
You were smartened up. You're like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I kind of... Clearly, I always ruined everything for myself because, dude, even at like fucking 8, I was just watching it thinking, I don't get why people are acting like this is a big deal. Nothing's going to happen.
Man, you're so wise at 8 years old.
It's going to be the same next week.
That's great. You should win a showbiz.
Yeah, I could have just ruined the magic for a lot of people. Actually, I would have turned it on its head. I would have gave him fucking cancer.
Yeah, right. You would have been doing like all the stuff like the streaming shows and things like that do now, where you like subvert the audience's expectations.
Just every character is killed off by Al or his mom.
This is a very dark home improvement. Home disprovement.
I noticed you've been looking at the Pillsbury truck.
This is an odd segue. Yeah, you do have a lot of trinkets in here, and the one that is right there, it's right by the TV, is this toy truck that says, honk if you love the doughboy.
Sean, I only honk for 2 things.
What would that be?
1, if somebody's dangerous in traffic, and 2, if I'm horny. Have you seen the bumper sticker that reads honk if you're horny?
Not in the wild.
I feel bad for anybody who's never seen that. If you've never seen it before, the joke is that you're in your vehicle so you can honk and you would use your horn. Now you pop a Y on that horn, you got horny. And horny is when somebody's feeling particularly randy.
Not from the show.
So you honk. You honk if you're feeling that. If you were a kid, would you play Home Improvement now?
I don't know. Maybe. Again, I'm not really the biggest, like, those type of games frustrate me, so I probably wouldn't. But every now and then, you might throw it on, just be like, can I beat this dinosaur?
Yeah, do you think you would put in that effort as a kid to keep replaying it over and over?
Oh, definitely not.
Oh, I'm doing it as a grown man, so I know I would do it as a kid.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I got stuck with a lot of those games as a kid.
They were purposely designed that way, though, right? Like, I always remember, like, the Lion King game.
Oh, yeah.
That was, like, notoriously hard.
But see, I would get, like, the worst ones from, like, the bin.
Yeah, so it's, like, not even, like, main titles.
No.
It's just, like, this is just a game.
Yeah, it's not even something where somebody would be like, oh, yeah, no, but that's, like, difficult but fun. Mine was the one where they would sell them for, like, $10 because nobody's renting it.
Yeah. Right? We gotta get these out of here because we gotta get, like, Pokemon Snap on the shelves.
That's how I got Superman 64.
Oh, nice. Or not nice.
Anytime, like, I bring that up with people who play video games, they're always impressed that I was actually able to beat that.
Yeah.
Not that it's that difficult, but the fact that you would stick with it.
You persevered.
Dude, because I wouldn't get screwed like that by Blockbuster Video. Like, I bought it and I would play till the end.
I'm not going out. Sorry.
I don't think I ever gave up on a game when I was a kid.
That's awesome.
And I got some bad ones.
There were always so many. Do you remember, like, and this is a later thing, like, for PlayStation, do you remember, like, the demo disc?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool. I remember getting that, like, having that in my game collection. And it was just, like, I didn't know a lot about video games, but, like, there were some, like, you're like, okay, I know this game or this title. And there were other ones where I was like, I have no idea what this game is or anything. But I don't even know what I'm supposed to do, but this is a demo for it, and I would check it out.
See, I never got the demos because I never had the magazines or anything.
I think I got it with the purchase of the console. Like, it just was something that was a part of it, because I don't remember where I got it either, because I never really bought games. Like, I would get them for, like, Christmas and birthdays.
Yeah, because I knew people who would get the magazines and then they would tell me about games and I'd be way behind.
Oh, yeah,
But I was always behind in everything.
Yeah. The only thing I wasn't was, like, sports titles. Because it was like, all right, here's another one.
Yeah, there's a new one coming out.
Every year.
Because even, like, with music, people they would just give me their old CDs.
Oh, okay.
Because they would talk about, like, a band or something. I had no idea what was going on.
Right on.
I remember, like, when Chris tried to get me to listen to Korn
Oh yeah, dude.
because
Every kind of leash.
I didn't even know what that was. I remember one of the songs.
I didn't even know what it was.
I didn't because people would be like, "Do you like Korn?"
Are there bagpipes?
Yeah, dude. Like, no, somebody would ask me. Like, I was so fucking out of touch. Somebody would ask me, "Do you like Korn?" It's like, not really.
Yeah. It's on the cob. It's okay.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. They're like, "Oh, do you,
Barbecues.
like what song have you listened to?"
Song.
What? What are they like, the California Raisins now? Why are they singing?
Can you imagine?
But I remember he was like playing it for me, and then I started like repeating the lyrics and asking about him, and I kind of changed his opinion on Korn.
Yeah, man, their lyrical content was pretty heavy.
Yeah, what was
Pretty
I?
dark.
What was I saying about me ruining everything when I was young? Yeah, I remember he stopped listening.
TV shows, music.
He stopped listening to Korn because I just started repeating the lyrics, like asking him about them. Like I was everybody's dad at 12. Just so you think this is appropriate?
Funny Corn story. I was also one of those kids, and I remember I went to like Target and bought one of their CDs, and it, you know, the
Yeah.
sticker on it, and like my parents saw it, and my dad especially was like, and so like he put it in on the car ride home,
Oh.
and it was just like, I just remember sitting there, and it just like kicks in, and I was like, oh, this isn't gonna go well. And he was like, yeah, you can't listen to this. And I was like,
Oh.
yeah, it was pretty embarrassing.
Did you pay for it?
Yeah, yeah.
Did
It was like $15.
did he return it or did he just keep it and that was it?
Yeah, I think he just kept it.
That's
Yeah.
an even worse lesson.
yeah. It's always one of those things that stuck with me, and I'm like, damn. It did kind of work though, because I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't listen to Korn anymore. But I didn't stop listening to like aggressive music. I just like found like more aggressive music.
Yeah, I think my parents were lucky. I just always listened to whatever music they listened to. I think the only thing was somebody gave me like their Blink-182 CD and I liked that,
Oh yeah,
which I don't think that's too rough.
Not-
It's
not-
a little inappropriate.
I mean,
but not
it's
too rough.
it's just dick jokes, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not rough for like a 12-year-old.
Well, I mean, in some ways.
It's probably more like he's just gonna say inappropriate stuff.
Yeah, it was more lighthearted. Yeah,
Fine with me playing violent video games.
right on.
Because they knew, like, I knew the difference.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna start thinking people on the streets were zombies or anything.
I was gonna say I love my parents. They're great people, but they were a little like, I don't know. Maybe it was because I was the first one. Things were a little tightened up around my household for some things. Like they didn't like me watching wrestling.
Oh.
Stuff like that. You know, life finds a way.
I think it was just sexual stuff like that. That wasn't happening.
Sure.
It was like violence or anything like that. They didn't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the only thing. That was the one that made me nervous. If you're watching a movie or a TV show,
Yeah.
start looking around.
Now, the funny thing is like my dad, he didn't want me to listen to like certain musics and things like that. He would show me like movies like Lethal Weapon and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I remember, we'd sit down and watch that, or like National Lampoon's Vacation, or Naked Gun and stuff, and it's just like this is cool, but you know, don't go listen to that pop music or whatever.
Well, we went way off the topic of home
Yeah.
improvement. But it all leads to it. I think that's the whole thing about this, nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, until I get into newer games. I'm just mostly going to play the ones I got around the house right now. Home Improvement wasn't a bad game. I would say it was more of a missed opportunity. As soon as you start it, I think the level's fun, the playability is fine, hit detection's fine. I enjoyed the weapons. The controllers were actually really intuitive. I seemed to know how to use them right away without having to really learn anything. It was just really, once you get into it and get past the first world, which I thought the first world was fine, I got through it pretty quick after I got the hang of everything. And then it just went into the second world, which was fine until it started to kind of drag and nothing changed. Because each world has 5 levels and the levels are all the exact same scene. All the enemies are the same. All the music is the same. Weapons are the same. Nothing really changes. And that's where it starts to really fall apart. Like I said, it'd be a fine platformer. I actually still have fun playing it. It's just the time that it takes for nothing to change and the same levels over and over. The other night when I was trying to beat it, I had more lives than I had ever had, and I just quit in the middle of it. I just thought, I'm not having fun. I've spent a couple hours on this, and yeah, I don't care if I beat it. Which really is disappointing because it's actually a fun game. And I would think that if I was a kid and I had this, I probably would have beaten it. I would have kept playing it for hours and hours because it's not a bad game. It's just not something as an adult with all the opportunities we have now and all the games we have now. Why would I want to waste time doing this one? If somebody told me that they beat this game, I would actually be really impressed and I would say that they're good at video games. I hope that I beat it. I'm going to try to do it again, probably not anytime soon because I've had enough of it over the past week. But yeah, no, I'll circle back to it, and that's why I don't think it's a terrible game. Any game that you don't beat and you have to play over and over and you're willing to come back to can't be that bad of a game. That's going to be disappointing because a lot of these movie games I know I'm not going to come back to. I've played enough just in general, not for the podcast, just playing them throughout my life, and I'm not coming back to a lot of them. This one, actually, I would say gets a pretty solid rank when you look at games based on movies or a show. It really wasn't bad. I understood the characters. The storyline itself wasn't terrible because it made sense. Somebody steals Tim's tools. He has to go through the studio trying to find the tools. Animatronic dinosaurs and such ensue. But no, so movie video game, or show video game, I should say, not bad. I would suggest if somebody likes platformers that they should give it a shot. Maybe they would be better at it than I am. But yeah, I would recommend it to somebody who is interested in this stuff. And any Tool Time fan or Home Improvement fan, yeah, go for it. Give it a shot. So, did this remind you of Home Improvement? Do you think they gamed it?
The game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like it. Anytime you like turn it on, you're like, is this gonna be like the intro? Like, is it gonna be like I'm hopping over buzzsaws and things like that, or walls just pop up and Tim Allen's right there?
I wanted to see if it was supposed to be a different game. I guess it was always supposed to be Home Improvement. Like if they just put skin over it. Because
Dino Blaster 7. But...
yeah, the dinosaurs and stuff. Like I was just wondering, was this originally a different game? What I read, it was always supposed to be Home Improvement, which is just such a weird choice.
Yeah. It's one of those things. There's so much for our generation. Like we love nostalgia. Like we look back on those things. This whole Home Improvement stuff does not get brought up anymore.
I mean, all of Tim Allen's other shows, I think they always reference it. That's about it.
Yeah.
And they bring on the old cast. I think he's had like 2 shows since then, and
they're like just rehashes of Home Improvement. Here's what it would be like 20 years later. Here's what it'd be like 30 years later.
Well, that's the main thing we should talk about, dude. Tim Allen's just been Tim Taylor for the last like 30-something years on TV shows.
Yeah. Well, in movies, it's only Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Or the Santa Claus.
Yeah, but I mean, he's only had small gaps in between shows.
Yeah.
And he's just been Tim Taylor his whole career on TV. It's a pretty sweet gig.
I mean, if you can get paid for it, I don't think he's hurting.
No, and I didn't hate his show. Like I didn't hate Home Improvement.
You know,
it was fun.
I loved it as a kid.
I think I could watch it. Jokes are a bit.
I don't know if I could. Like, I mean, yeah, you could probably turn it on, and just because it's like I've got through this before, yeah, I could get through it. But I don't really watch sitcoms anymore.
Maybe it's because I just watched an episode that was more serious where he always went, oh, just once.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was probably what saved it for me.
You could make a drinking game out of it. Anytime he goes, oh, you gotta take a shot.
Well, that's an idea.
You'd probably get messed up.
Speaking of messed up, you heard about the cocaine thing with him, right?
Yeah, dude, I remember hearing about that as a kid. Just be like, what? This guy does cocaine? I was a very sheltered kid. You know, it was like one of those things I didn't realize it was as prevalent as it was, especially for Hollywood types.
Well, it explains all the noises he made.
Yeah. Honestly, looking back on it now, there's no mystery.
I do want a shirt of the mugshot, though, or a poster or something.
Ah, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, at the very least,
He had a mustache, too, right?
Yeah.
So bizarre. The 80s, what a time. I didn't realize, again, sheltered, not knowing how that stuff works. Just stand-up comics just got shows. And he was just like the next one to get it, and that's what happened with Home Improvement.
Yeah, I've never listened to his stand-up or anything.
I don't think so either. Unless part of his stand-up was the jokes that made it to the show, though.
Yeah.
Loosely, like, it was like that, like, manly man's kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to read directions.
Yeah, well, dude, that's actually in the manual.
Yeah.
Because when I try to look it up, it says the thing about real men don't need
Okay.
instructions.
So that's why it's perfect.
Yeah, because I tried to look it up online to figure out how to play it, and then I saw that and thought, oh, that's kind of funny.
That's very good. That's very witty by the developers.
I did it just like that too. Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Without a single laugh.
Are you one of those people now? I don't laugh. I just say that's funny.
Well, it's no honk if you're horny, Sean. All right. I think that's our episode for today.
I have no words. I'm not honking though.
Dude, I'm gonna show that to you. I just don't think you fully get it. I mean, just imagine you're driving down the road.
You need the bumper sticker now.
Yeah, we're gonna go buy the bumper sticker. All right, until next time. Hopefully, we'll do this again next week or somebody.
Well, I mean, we got to play the game and everything too.
I'm not convinced. No, actually, I was thinking. You remember Rocky for the PlayStation 2?
No.
Well, that's our next one.
All right, I'm down.
All right, well, come back next week.